Chuck, thank you so much. He's really reminded us of something very important, many very important items. But Donald Trump and Elon Musk have already cut our Social Security because the essential benefit of Social Security is in its name, a sense of security, peace of mind. And they are robbing that by robbing our data and doing everything in the dark so we don't know that our benefits are safe. That is outrageous, and we must stop it, and we've got to stop this nomination. So let me add another Social Security beneficiary, call up Brenda Marks, who's a member of the Pittsburgh Federation of Teachers, AFT. So thank you for your dedication as a teacher, and thank you for speaking here today.
Hi, my name is Brenda Marks, and I am a registered behavior technician from the city of Pittsburgh, and I don't want to perpetrate. I have not retired yet. I am 69 years old, and I've been putting off retirement for several years, mostly because I love what I do. But I'm here today for all of the many people I've worked with who have retired. The custodians in my school who've gone well beyond what was required for them to do at work, for the social workers who work tirelessly to keep our kids safe, to the music teacher who gave kids a reason to come to school. All of those people deserve to have a decent life after work. You know, I haven't retired. I have delayed retirement because growing up, I wanted to be a revolutionary, and then I discovered helping kids was and having a positive effect on children was the most revolutionary thing I could do. To teach them to feel good about themselves, to teach them to think for themselves, to have a positive attitude about themselves and their community. And yes, that they can be a positive force within this world. But now I'm almost at the end of my tenure. I'm almost 70 years old, and it's about time. But now at this time, after working since I was 18 to pay into some kind of job that paid into Social Security, we have this. The Department of Government by Elon wants to blow up a system that millions of workers, Americans have relied on for decades. The Social Security Act was signed into law in 1935. For nearly 90 years, this country made a promise to working people, that if they worked hard all their lives and paid into Social Security, at the end of their working life, they would be paid back. Not given a handout, but paid back. Now we are standing near the steps of the Capitol, asking for the senators to keep that promise. We are asking the senators to vote against Frank Billionaire to serve as Social Security Administration Commissioner. I find it hard to believe that the Trump administration even knows what efficiency is. You know, simply put, efficiency is competence in performance. The funding our government agencies isn't competent, nor is it efficient. So I'm asking the senators, for the over 70 million workers relying on Social Security, keep that promise. For those like myself who are about to retire and feeling nervous about what the future might hold, keep that promise. Thank you.
We have a woman who just flew into Chicago. Boy, are her arms tired. She is a great national leader of the labor movement. People who work hard all their lives, earn their Social Security benefits. Please welcome Randy Weingarten from AFT.
And can we say thank you again, I'm sure it's been said, to Martin O'Malley, Governor O'Malley, who did everything he could to make sure that Social Security was timely, was out there, that people could get their questions answered. That is what the government should be doing. Thank you, Martin O'Malley. And the person who is being nominated to replace Governor O'Malley is the exact opposite. The exact opposite. What did you say? So, I'm glad I rushed here from Chicago, where I was at another event today, to basically be with all of you, particularly all of you, to say we will never give in. Social Security is one of the most important, if not the most important, social covenant that this country has done with its people. It essentially says that after you work hard for your life, and remember, Social Security is an earned benefit. Each and every one of us, or most of us, actually have a tax, are taxed a certain percent each and every paycheck in order for us to get Social Security. Our employers are taxed in order for us to get Social Security. So when I say it's an earned benefit, we all, the American people, pay for it each and every paycheck. Yes, but it's more than our money. It is a way that we then say, and the government of the United States then says, that you're not going to be destitute in your retirement. You're not going to be destitute in your old age. You're not going to be destitute if you are disabled. And in fact, the reason we were able to change WEP and GPO this December and January was for that same reason. So why is it that this administration, who says that they believe in people and workers, have the audacity to say that they don't want to tax Social Security benefits, then do everything in their power by a million cuts to try to undermine the system and undermine retiree Social Security. And that is dead wrong. And that is who they are giving, that is who they are proposing to be commissioner. Somebody who will do that. Think about what they've done already. First, they said, we're getting rid of offices. Then they said, you have to come in instead of using a website. Then they changed their mind. Then they made the phone calls not work. Then they started moving people off, pretending that people were dead, people they didn't want to pay Social Security to. This is the acts of an authoritarian. This is not the acts of a government that has a social covenant with its people. So that's why we're all here today and every day in front of offices, in town halls, to basically say, look at these folks. These are the shoulders on which we succeed as Americans. We must make sure that social covenant that we have with them, which is Social Security and Medicare, that is sacrosanct. And we will fight each and every day, not only to save Social Security, but make that covenant sacrosanct for the American people. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. That is just what we need. Randy Weingart has been fighting for our Social Security, for our retirement income for decades. And I thank her. And before we close tonight, members over there are going to vote tomorrow on Frank Bisignano. What do we say? Hell no!
Hell no!
And we say, we're watching.
We're watching.
We are going to watch and make sure you have a hands off our Social Security. Hands off our Social Security.
Our Social Security.
We are not going to rest. We are going to work as hard as we can and let every constituent know, because the good thing about Social Security, as partisan as it is here in Washington, and as the billionaires don't get it, the American people do. So we are going to take the word to all the constituents, all the voters, which way the senators vote tomorrow on Frank Bisignano, what Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing to our Social Security, and we will not rest. So thank you all. Thank you to all the speakers, and thank you to everyone who has been here, who's maybe watching on live stream. We are all together. We are going to win this battle. We must win this battle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hands up!
Social Security.
Hands up!
Social Security.
Hands up!
Social Security.
Hands up!
Social Security.
Hands up!
Hands up.
You're dead wrong.